Quebec, Canada, fighting Troy the Destroyer Dorsey, 12 rounds for the World Super Lightweight Championship.
What are you going to do now as far as kickboxing?
First, I want to thank God, say hello to my wife, Shelly and Kendra. Happy birthday, Shane, and thank all of my instructors and students at my school. Now, pick up kickboxing and boxing both again and go after a world title.
Okay, thank you.
All right. The winner and still Hurricane World Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Troy the Destroyer Dorsey!
What's up, Destroyers? Welcome back. Long time no see. I wasn't here last week, but I am here this week with Mr. Troy Dorsey. Troy, how are we doing today?
I'm doing good. I had a panic attack getting over here for some things, but it's all worked out.
Yeah?
God always takes care of it. And it seems like sometimes what I'm doing is I'm living on my schedule. I need to be living on his schedule.
Trust me, I don't want to live on my schedule because my schedule is just insane.
Yeah.
Like, I need somebody to just take my schedule from me and just tell me what I need to do sometimes.
And you know, that's the number one reason in this country why people get sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they have stress.
Yep.
Now, I'm not stressed out. I'll just freak it out. Is that the same thing?
Well, I think I feel like with freaking out and panic, that's a lot of, I would say, like your immediate initial response.
Right.
And stress, to me, even though it can take a lot of forms, stress is something that I think builds, over time, whether it's keeping you up at night, you're having trouble sleeping, to where you're having trouble concentrating at work, or you're just constantly talking about it.
Yeah, well, I was trying to juggle by getting at my school today and by doing some stuff before I came here, and then coming here. It's a lot of things to juggle. So for me, I think it stresses me out.
So what did you do to kind of, make that go away?
I'm fixing to go do 1,000 push-ups. No,
I don't know if that would help my stress. Well, maybe, because the last thing I'd be thinking about is the stress and more the exhaustion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so exercise is the best thing for stress. It really is. Exercise is the best thing. So, and then stress, that's why we get sick, because our body is stressed and our immune system is weakened. And, I've been around a lot of people that are really, really, really sick and not get sick. And then there's been times when it's been a difficult or stress week where I got sick, and I don't even know who I was around or who, but that's just one of the reasons for getting sick though is stress.
So I do want to take a moment because it's something new we're doing with all of our podcasts. Is you probably hear the fire trucks in the back. So
we're close to the firehouse.
Yes, but it's just a reminder to thank and honor our Mansfield Fire Department and any fire department for that matter, because right now they are going to some area that they're needing to serve and needs their assistance. So want to thank and honor them for doing that.
Oh yeah, they do more than fires.
Oh yeah.
So it is. We heard the siren go by.
And thank and honor the families of the firefighters, because that's stress. Talking about stress, that's stressful too.
Oh yeah, the wives.
I do want to also bring up today, because we just got a lot to catch up about. And Troy, you may not be aware of this. So first of all, when our viewers are watching this, it won't be the same day, but I want to say today is June 19th, 2024. And do you know what today is, what holiday it is?
Yeah, we're celebrating, what's it called? Tell me what it's called. I know there's a holiday for
Emancipation Proclamation Day, otherwise known as Juneteenth.
Right.
And probably majority of those watching may not know this, so we had a tragic loss this past weekend on June 15th in Round Rock. It was Lindsay Vignair. So she is a product of Mansfield ISD, And she went on to graduate college at 19, graduate from law school at 21, and she became a criminal attorney. And she lost her life this past weekend at a Juneteenth event, and she was also the daughter of the deacon at Bethlehem Baptist Church here in Mansfield. So,
oh my gosh,
I believe she was 30.
Michael Evans.
No, the deacon of Michael Evans, but Michael Evans is her godfather is Michael Evans. So, she was 33, 34, and it was a really tragic life to lose. She was a wife and mother, and I just want to bring that up. Nothing to make you feel bad, Troy. We all do this when we get stressed and life gets too crazy and messy and busy, that something like that happens, unfortunately, every day.
And then it helps us, it brings us back to earth going, oh, what's important? What's important, what's not important.
And from little things like, for me, getting in an argument with my mom about something so silly, and for me, it's a big thing. I don't like to ever, me or the other person, leave the house in an argument,
right?
Because you never know what can happen to that person. Yeah. And I think it just shows perspective that, wow, there's things like that going on. So I just want to take a moment to honor her. And she was not just a product of Mansfield ISD. She was an amazing, great product. I mean, to graduate college at 19, to graduate law school at 21, that's insane. I mean, she was a bright and beautiful young woman, and she's now in a better place. I don't know the details on what happened. I do know she lost her life this past Saturday, and she's not here with us.
And again, I'm asking or saying, what happened? No, but really, you know what? Again, just like we talked about earlier, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because she's gone.
Yeah.
So whether it was this or that or whatever, it's just really sad that
it
she
is
was so young and so full of life, so kind, so loving.
And so we got to honor that, and that's something I want to catch up with you today, Troy, with our viewers, so we've started here in the studio, which used to be Troy's Karate School. We started a broadcast called Hello Mansfield. It's the first morning show ever of Mansfield, Texas. It's literally like a Good Morning America we have here.
Okay.
And this morning, so our two hosts are Lynn Rozak and Mike Evans. He's not Mayor Evans or Pastor Evans on the show. He's Mike.
Right.
And we got to have an opportunity to honor Lindsay the first few minutes of the show, which was great. And we need to get you on the show, Troy. Okay. I know it's early. It's 7 a.m. when the show airs every Wednesday. But we have a segment every show called Local Legends. So obviously we had to have Troy Dorsey on the show. Do you feel like a local legend?
No, I'm just been here for a couple of years.
Just a couple? A lot longer than that. But, I mean, Troy's a young chicken, so, But how does it feel hearing your hometown having a talk show, learning about that?
Oh, yeah, that really is nice. It's about time.
Did you ever think something when you were growing up in Mansfield that was going to happen?
Oh, no.
No?
I mean, what was here in Mansfield? But now there's 150,000, 200,000 people here in their local area, and really had grown to be a nice, big, beautiful city.
And I do want to bring up, because it's something we definitely talk about on the show here is your faith and your journey with Christ, and something that's really important to us with Hello Mansfield is that it's a non-political, non-religious show. And what we mean by that is that it is not a Baptist show, a Catholic show, it's not a Jewish show. It's a show for anybody and everybody to be on, to talk about who they are, what's going on in their community. And it's not, political to where it's red, white, blue, whatever. It's anybody and everybody. And if you care about Mansfield, then you should be a part of the show. And I just think that's really a great thing. And honestly, I think it's a really Christian thing more than anything, is that anybody and everybody is welcome on the show. So how do you feel about all that, Troy?
I feel the same way. It's God. He said, Jesus loves all the children. Red, yellow, black, and white, and brown.
Yeah.
I had brown.
Now, I haven't ever seen a red or a yellow.
It's supposed to be Indian.
Right.
And then,
okay.
And the yellow, they would say they were the Chinese or Korean people. So that's
it's
how
true.
That's how I learned it.
It's true.
And you didn't know that, huh?
Well, I've heard, when people make references, I don't care if you're red, white, green, purple, they just use some random colors. And I think it's true. I mean, obviously color is just color. And,
right. Yeah, they're a human being just like I am, or just like you are. And they deserve respect and not to look on. So that white person, just because they're a white person, doesn't make them bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to give people a chance. Yeah. And then trust them and be kind, and that's what we try to do. I'm not good at it sometimes.
Never. I mean, this is Troy we're talking about.
So it's a challenge for all of us, just to look at without looking at.
Right.
So
now, kind of moving on to the fun stuff, I hear that you are going on vacation.
Yeah, we're going on vacation this weekend to Oklahoma. What's it called? The lake up there?
So the lake is Beaver's Bend. So Troy's going to Broken Bow, even though it sounds like he's not even too sure where he's going. But we kind of figured out that's where he's supposed to.
Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
Yeah, so it's about, I would say, 3.5 hours from DFW here in Texas, and it's beautiful. I went up there last summer for a surprise little getaway for my mom's birthday, and we got a cabin out there. It's gorgeous, and the nice thing about it is the drive to Broken Bow isn't boring like the drive to Austin. So, Troy, we're recording, but we're going to edit this out.
It's okay.
This is Bryce. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Yes. I'm in the middle of a podcast recording right now. No, you're fine. You're good. Here, let me come out there really quick. I'm just right around the corner. I'll let him in. You're good, Troy. crazy, all these meetings. Let me get this in my...
24 hours a day, and you need about 28, right?
Huh?
24 hours in a day, you need 28.
Oh, I know. Literally, if we could just have 28 hours, that'd be great. Okay, let me do this.
But God knew we only need 24.
That's right. Lucky 24. There was a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew when we were talking, I saw somebody like in the reflection of the window to outside, and I was like, oh my God, don't tell me that's that guy who's supposed to meet me at 11 today. And it's 2. So he's a little bit more than just late.
Huh.
So, but he's wanting to do business with us, so I'll give him another chance.
Yeah.
Start time is 1 p.m.
What kind of company is he at?
A roofing company, but he wants to sponsor like a segment of Hello Mansfield or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Let's move that over there. Where were we? We were talking about Broken Bow. Okay.
I think we just mentioned it.
Okay, I know where we are. So I took my mom to Broken Bow for a little getaway for her birthday last year, and it was 2-night trip, which I wish we had more time. How long are y'all going for?
Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel like minimum 3 nights you need for Broken Bow. There's just so much to see. Are y'all renting a boat, do you know?
Have no idea.
Okay, so we got a boat last year, and we got one that has a slide to it, and that was so much fun. The lake there is beautiful and just massive, and we did that. The first night, we did a crab boil, so that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then the second night, we ate in a Mexican restaurant out there. I'll have to send you the name of it.
Oh, yeah.
There's several Mexican restaurants out there, but the one we went to is so good. It has a giraffe, like a fake life-size giraffe in it.
Oh, wow.
But it was so good. Y'all getting a cabin?
Yes.
Which I don't even know if they have hotels in Broken Bow. It's like, who stays in a hotel when you go to Broken Bow, you know? You either camp or you get a cabin.
Yeah. And thank God they have air conditioners now.
Oh.
Can you imagine sleeping in a log cabin during this time of the year?
Because how I like it is I need my room to be freezing cold, and then I'll just pile up underneath the blankets.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I like to sleep.
Yeah,
so
that's where my wife likes to sleep.
Is-
Like a polar bear.
Exactly. So if I'm not freezing, I'm not happy. So. But is this your first time going to Broken Bow?
No, I've been up there before.
Yeah, but your grandkids' first time.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it sounds like your daughters and the grandkids are all going?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be fun. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun to get away, and which is always fun to get away. But with them all together and playing with the grandkids. And we have Lorenzo, who is 3. He turned 3.
Yeah.
He turned 3 June 4th.
Yeah.
And July 7th, Olivia is going to turn 3 also.
Oh my gosh.
They're back to back. And then Cruz just turned 1 April 9th.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
So who's carpooling with you?
I think we're going with Olivia. The I don't know what I'm going to try to say something about her, but I don't want to say anything. I want to say something funny, but I can't even think about it because she's so funny and she's so witty and she's so smart.
How is a car ride? How would a 3.5 car ride be with all 3 of the grandkids?
I think they're all just going to be sleeping.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll be sleeping.
If you can time it like that, I think that's perfect. Yeah. I will say as an adult, though, it's nice having somebody to talk to when you're driving or in a car ride like that. I'm not a big fan of having to drive long distances by myself, you know, because I need some type of interaction to keep me going. So,
Yeah.
But that is tomorrow.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And then I am going Sunday through Thursday. I'm going to Savannah, Georgia with my mom.
Okay.
So I'm surprising her. Well, she knows now, but it's a trip for her birthday. So her birthday is Monday. So we'll be out there during then, which Savannah is, I believe it's the oldest city in the South. So there's some incredible history there, from plantation cemeteries to antebellum houses. It's beautiful.
Where's this at?
Savannah, Georgia. So it's actually right on the coast of Georgia. The actual coast, the famous coast, is Tybee Island, and there's it's a black and white lighthouse there that you've probably seen in pictures or movies before.
Oh yeah.
But it's gorgeous, so we're really excited. It's gonna be a lot of walking. So my mom and I got these fans that like you put around your neck, and they mist you as well because it's gonna be hot. I mean, it's Georgia in June.
Mist you?
Yeah.
You squirt out water.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. Troy's now like, I need to get the link to buy this later. So, but yeah, because I need to stay cool if we're gonna be doing that much walking in Georgia in June. So.
Oh yeah.
But anything you got going on besides the Broken Bow trip?
Oh, I'm just talking about us. We were talking about us going on a vacation, both of us, this weekend, a little bit small vacation. But it's so sad. There's so many people that they don't get to go. I know I feel so fortunate to be able to.
I do too.
Go and spend this time with my family, and yeah, it's just so tough right now, especially in this country.
Yeah.
The financial situations for so many people is difficult.
Yeah.
So pray the Lord would bless those people and help them get on their feet so they can enjoy some time with their family this year.
For sure.
This summer, yeah.
For sure. Just, I mean, it's good to always keep ourselves reminding ourselves of how fortunate we are, and also just being aware of what's going on, like things with, Lindsay, who passed away this past weekend, and those who can't go on vacations or don't have families to go on vacations with. I mean,
That's tough.
There's a lot to be grateful for. So,
Yes.
But Troy, before we close out, do you have anything else for our viewers to say? I know we've just been catching up. Not much talk about boxing or kickboxing. It's kind of been nice just to get a little refresher.
Well, we kind of talked about it. We talked about some fights, right?
We did.
So we're talking about the humans. We just have they're just battles.
Mm-hmm.
We have to fight. Could be sickness. It could be your finances. It could be whatever. But just know that the Lord is behind you and He's there. Just lean on Him and He'll get you through what it is you're going through. He says in His Word, He says that I'll never leave you nor forsake you. So oftentimes we feel like, where is He at? Well, look what He did to me this time. So the enemy is on the loose, and he's tormenting people, and he's not in the flesh, but he's tormenting people. And I know for me, I heard someone say that what you got to do, you just got to choose who you want to follow. You want to follow the enemy, the devil, or do you want to follow Jesus Christ? And just because you follow Jesus Christ doesn't mean it's going to be tiptoe through the roses. It's not going to be simple. We all go through hard times, and there are people that have really, really hard times and just really sad. But He'll get you where in eternity, where all that. So this doesn't count. Mm-hmm. Of course, this life does count, but we're just gonna be here. I'm 61, so who knows?
61 and counting.
Just like 30. How old was she?
33 or 34.
33, 34. Such a young.
Mm-hmm. But I have to
tomorrow.
say she did accomplish so much in her lifetime.
Right.
For her age, it's just insane to me. I mean, just the thought of the school, like I struggled to even graduate at 22. I mean, imagine graduating at 19. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, she graduated high school probably at 14, 15,
The only thing she probably graduated with a lot of college credits
Yeah.
in high school, so didn't have to do as many years of college.
Oh yeah.
Which is great, but that's a lot of hard work. So
Oh yeah.
her family, I'm sure, is incredibly proud.
Yes, we lift her family up right now. I pray the Lord would comfort them and give them strength and give them peace to get through this difficult time we know they're leaning on him, and just very tough.
Amen. Well, thank you, Troy. I think we're going to close out. That's a great way to close out today for If the Gloves Could Talk.
Thank you, Bryce. Thank all of you for joining us. Make sure to like us and share us, and we'd appreciate any help you get from our audience.
Thank you, guys. We'll be back next week with more If the Gloves Could Talk.